Hello, I'm Shanna Welch, and this is my extended executive summary for Harley-Davidson Incorporated. This presentation will be an examination of Harley-Davidson Inc. and the recommended strategies that will give them a competitive advantage. There will be a brief overview of the strategic analysis that was performed, as well as the paths going forward that have the most potential for success. The leadership skills that will encourage innovation and improve the firm will be discussed. Specific decisions on how to utilize untapped opportunities will follow the discussion. A strategic analysis always begins with a look at the external threats and opportunities for the firm. For Harley-Davidson, the major threats included rising inflation, competitive pricing, and recent tariffs. The opportunities noted were possible emerging markets overseas, as well as among urban and female riders. Next, the internal strengths and weaknesses were examined. Strengths centered around the brand loyalty that Harley has enjoyed for many decades, as well as high customer retention and community engagement. The outstanding weaknesses for the firm is in the aging customer base that has created the loyalty and Harley Owners Group that fueled the special loyalty of Harley customers for decades. This has resulted in low earnings over the last 12 quarters. Financially, Harley-Davidson Incorporated has been a stable company enjoying high returns and a strong stock choice for investors. This, however, has been gradually falling in recent years. According to Yahoo Finance, the share price is down 21% in the last 3 years. This will not keep investors coming back. Although Harley-Davidson has enjoyed an 11% return on equity and is still paying adequate dividends, the falling revenues in recent years will surely continue to erode consumer confidence. So, some strategic changes need to take place. Existing strategies for reaching the customer include the sponsorship of events where loyal customers and even new ones can gather and enjoy recreational activities. While previously successful, this strategy needs readjusting to include younger customers and alternative markets. As Generation X is nearing retirement and the millennial generation is coming into more stable income, these are the new target customers for Harley-Davidson Inc. The electric motorcycle market is also emerging as a highly competitive and fast-growing place for Harley to grow. Livewire, Harley's electric cycle line, already has 5 electric motorcycles on the market, but it has never seen a profitable quarter and misses sales projections consistently. For these reasons, Harley needs to take a much closer look at the electric line. The firm can pursue this line further through extensive marketing and possibly more research and development, but it will require more capital. This approximately $523 million investment can be financed through debt as Harley still holds an investment grade rating by S&P and Moody's. But are there other, better ways to spend this money? The main competitors for Harley-Davidson are the foreign firms Honda and Yamaha. These two companies are considered giants in the industry. They enjoy more stable stock prices as well as revenues, as they are larger international firms. Domestically, Polaris Inc., who owns Indian motorcycles, are the largest of Harley's competitors. All of these firms have entered the electric motorcycle market more successfully than Harley-Davidson, but also they have many other lines of products besides motorcycles. This makes them better equipped in the electric and urban markets, as the research and development for one product can be extrapolated for another. Harley-Davidson has always had better sales in North America than in other regions. This, coupled with the recent application of tariffs on foreign goods, makes North America the best market to pursue. The best recommendations for Harley-Davidson. will exploit their strengths and take advantage of opportunities while mitigating weaknesses and threats. As most of the world is jumping on the electric vehicle bandwagon, expanding the Livewire line seems like the easiest decision. But Harley-Davidson Inc. has not performed well in this area. Therefore, a pivot into strengthening the domestic market is recommended. This includes advancements in emissions on the existing motorcycle lines, a marketing push toward Gen X and millennials, a marketing campaign directed to women, and expansion of events and rallies that are Harley's signature marketing tool. These recommendations will require leadership and innovation throughout the company, but will be a recipe for success in Harley's future. The aforementioned strategic decisions can be implemented through strong leadership and focus throughout the firm. For Harley-Davidson Inc., the research and development into reducing carbon emissions on its motorcycles should take a front seat in their strategic plan. Reducing emissions will make customers feel good about their purchase and its effect on the environment. This is important as stewardship of the world one lives in is a cornerstone element for the conscious capitalist. Conscious capitalism practices include encouraging sustainable resource use and environmental stewardship. The management team can harness the innovation through an additional $100 million and lead the firm and the nation in lower emissions. As the current market demographic for Harley is aging and no longer spending on recreational transportation, a new market needs to be pursued. This market is the next generation of riders, and they want to see better technology and lower pricing. These two factors need to be explored and added to the marketing plan in order to attract these new buyers. Female riders and urban riders are also demographics that Harley has traditionally not reached out to. Tapping these markets will turn the firm around and make it more competitive. Considerable expense will be needed for this new marketing strategy. Up to $350 million is needed in new funding. Harley-Davidson Incorporated has one traditional practice that should remain one of its best tools for meeting sales goals. This is the motorcycle rally. Getting former and possible future customers together to enjoy fellowship and camaraderie makes them feel happy and therefore more likely to purchase. Harley has a list of large, sponsored events on its website, but there are many smaller venues that need to be exploited. Although Harley has a presence in smaller events, they generally don't sponsor them. Providing extra funding to smaller dealerships for them to sponsor local events will go a long way towards reaching out to the new potential customers. An estimated extra $50 million in funding can make this a reality. Pursuing these specific strategies will drive Harley-Davidson Inc. forward and out of the current sales slump. It will, however, take a substantial investment of $500 million. According to the financial and EPS EBIT analysis, this capital can be raised through debt financing at a 5% interest. This investment will create lower returns on assets for the first few years, but will level off after much of the debt is cleared. The shareholders can still receive dividends at their historical average of 66 cents per share, which will keep investors satisfied. Harley-Davidson Incorporated has been an American icon for many decades. Customers to this firm have been known to even tattoo the company logo onto their bodies. Not many firms can say that. In order to stay relevant in today's global market, Harley needs to strengthen its core customers domestically before seeking worldwide recognition. The short-term focus should be on exploiting the current tariff situation that makes American products more attractive to Americans. The purpose of tariffs is to protect domestic companies like Harley-Davidson. So, it makes sense for Harley to use them to their advantage. The future global economy and trade deficit that America has been burdened with will level out eventually, and that is when Harley should pursue more international markets. Until then, bolstering North America's regional dealerships should be in focus. Harley-Davidson's mission and vision statements are: more than building machines, we stand for the timeless pursuit of adventure, freedom for the soul, and building our legend and leading through innovation, evolution, and emotion. Although these statements may seem too short and sweet, they convey the feelings of adventure and freedom while stating the desire to be leaders in the industry. They align with the rich traditions of Harley-Davidson while also seeing into the future. Therefore, a change is not needed. Following the old adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I thank you for your time and listening to this presentation. I hope it was very informative.